Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam.
Hello friends, this is Dr. Neelam Panchal from Gujarat University and I welcome you all in this session on POSDCORB and importance in organization. Friends, let me introduce you to the topic. Luther Twiggs' POSDCORB framework, a fundamental concept in the management, has remained relevant across diverse organizational contexts due to its adaptability, serving as a foundational guide for the leaders navigating the complexities of the modern organizations amidst evolving industries and the management practices. So, the significance of the Gilk's POSDCORB framework lies in its applicability across the diverse organizational contexts. As industries evolve and many practices of the management adapt to changing landscapes, and the flexibility embedded within the POSDCORB allows it to remain relevant. This adaptability is particularly evident in contemporary management theories and practices, where the framework serves as a foundational guide for the leaders navigating the complexities of the modern organizations. Let me introduce you to the objectives of the session. Friends, the objectives of the sessions are to make you understand the POSDCORB meaning, to make you analyze various functions of a manager, to explain you the roles played in the organization, and to explain you how these functions are performed in an organization. Also, to understand the role of manager in performing these functions. So, let us understand the details of the POSDCORB now. Friends, in 1937, social scientists Luther Gilk and L. Urwick described 7 major activities and duties of any higher authority of organization. POSDCORB is comprised of below functions, which includes planning, O for organizing, S for staffing, D for directing, CO for coordinating, R for reporting, and B for budgeting. So, if you see this image, you can understand how this POSDCORB is revolved around various functionalities which we just now described. Let us understand it one by one in detail. Friends, the first and the important in the POSDCORB is a planning. In the field of the strategic management, planning is akin to constructing the future. It involves the intricate process of analyzing market trends, consumer behavior, and technological advancements. A tech company is planning to launch a new product meticulously, examines the market trends, competitor strategies, and consumer preferences. By anticipating future needs and challenges, the company can draft a robust roadmap, ensuring the product's success in ever-evolving market landscape. But planning is not only for launching the things, it is also about setting the goals, figuring out how to measure the success, and coming up with the strategies to help the company grow smartly. In the business world, planning is like a guide for making the decisions and deciding where to put time and money. Planning also encourages the companies to try the new things and use the latest technologies so that they can stay ahead of others. It is important for us to know that planning is not just a one-time thing. companies must continue to maintain their plans and adjust them, and thus they can remain flexible and change the things as the world changes. Second, and the most important, is organizing. Friends, organizing involves structuring the organization's human and material resources. Managers are kept and they are adopting and creating clear hierarchies, define the roles and establish seamless communication channels. Imagine organizing a large event like a musical festival. So, a multitude of the tasks such as ticketing to stage setups require seamless coordination. It extends beyond just creating a structure. It requires detailed logistical planning to ensure a flawless execution. Managers responsible for a music festival must consider the factors such as venue layout, traffic flow and the emergency response plans and so on. So, effortful allocation of the resources such as managing security personnel, ensuring adequate food and beverage supplies and coordinating the transportation logistics contribute to the overall success of the event. So, friends, managers play a pivotal role in structuring this chaos. They establish the clear hierarchies, define the roles for the event personnel and create effective communication channels. Each team member understands their responsibilities, ensuring that the event runs smoothly. The festival becomes a pleasant experience for attendees and performers alike through meticulous planning. So, same happens in an organization also. Whatever activity we do, we need to organize it well, just like the example we have seen. So, in the post-corp, the next is staffing. Staffing is like the careful cultivation of the talent where managers pick, nurture and keep the right people. By being smart about hiring, providing personalized training and promoting professional growth, managers built a team that reflects the organization's values. Staffing is the foundation of a vibrant workplace culture, fostering development, creativity and a strong dedication from the employees. Consider a dynamic startup aimed at transforming the e-commerce industry. Now, to achieve this objective, managers meticulously select the individuals who possess diverse skills, from the web developers to marketing experts. Using personalized training programs and mentorship, these employees not only enhance their abilities but also enhance the company's innovative spirit. In this context, staffing creates a vibrant workplace culture where the employees are not just employees but enthusiastic contributors who led the company to unprecedented success. Staffing involves ongoing efforts to retain the top talent. It also includes providing opportunities for the professional development, recognizing and rewarding accomplishments, and creating a work-life balance that supports the employee well-being. In a competitive industry, retaining skilled professionals is as crucial as recruiting them initially. So, these focus on employee satisfaction contributes to a positive workplace culture and helps building a team that is dedicated to long-term success of the startup. The next is a directing. So, directing is similar to directing a symphony of the human potential, where managers inspire, guide and supervise employees to common goals. Managers acting as conductors, encouraging teamwork, resolve conflicts and brings enthusiasm to every task. Good direction is not only a guide to everyone's roles but also creates a sense of purpose, transforming a group of people into a successful and a united team. In fact, in a fast-paced software development company, effective directing is a key to guiding a skilled team of programs. Now, this is just an example. Just like that, managers serves as a mentors, providing constructive feedback and inspiring creativeness. So, by aligning the team's efforts with the company's goals, managers foster a sense of purpose. A project manager oversees the team's development of the cutting-edge mobile app by fostering collaboration, resolving the conflict, and ensuring every team member understands their position. Now, this unified approach transforms individual coders into a successful, high-performing team. Directing involves recognizing and harnessing the unique strength of each team member. Effective managers understand the individual skills and the talents within the team strategically and assigning the tasks based on the expertise and fostering the collaborative environment where team members can learn from one another. Now, this approach not only enhances the overall skill set of the team but also promotes a culture of the continuous learning and improvement. Another function of the POSDCORB is coordinating. So friends, coordinating, as the name suggests, it is similar to organizing a great show where different talents and the efforts work together smoothly. Managers, similar to expert choreographers, they ensure that the departments and the teams are able to cooperate easily. By systematically organizing the things, managers eliminate unnecessary repetitions and create an environment where everyone working together makes the organization even more successful, such as a great symphony of the accomplishments. Also, let's say imagine a multinational corporation with a diverse departments working on a global project. Coordinating here is like orchestrating a symphony. So, managers act as adept conductors, synchronizing efforts across the continents and a culture, and through the effective communication tools and collaborative platforms, teams collaborate seamlessly. These coordination eliminates redundancies and ensures that the company's global initiatives are implemented together, maximizing the efficiency and impact also. So friends, successful coordination involves strategic planning and risk management on a global scale. Managers must anticipate potential challenges arising from the geopolitical shifts, economic fluctuations, or unexpected events like natural disasters. This forward-thinking approach ensures that the global project retains resilient and adaptable in the face of uncertainties, safeguarding the corporation's investment and maintaining its competitive edge. The next is reporting. Friends, we can think of reporting as a canvas showing off what the organization has done. So, managers gather, examine and comprehend the information, transforming it into useful insights, and these reports not only show how well the organization is doing but also help managers make smart decisions. Now, when the managers have a right information, they can be faced with the difficulties with the confidence, ensuring that the organization stays in the right direction. In a data-driven world, reporting is a key in deciphering a complex puzzle. Managers gather vast amount of data from various sources, analyzing the trends and create insightful reports. Now, if you look into, for example, in a retail chain, managers analyze the sales data from different stores to identify customer preferences. These reports are not only highlighting the successful products but also highlighting areas for the improvement. Informed by these insights, the company can tailor its marketing strategies and inventory management, ensuring sustained growth and customer satisfaction. Friends, reporting extends beyond retrospective analysis and it involves predictive analytics to anticipate future trends and consumer behavior. Managers utilize statistical models and machine learning algorithms to forecast the market demands, enabling the company to proactively adjust its strategies. This forward-looking approach enhances the company's agility and responsiveness to changing marketing dynamics. And now the last is budgeting. Friends, in the POSDCORB, B for budgeting is a financial plan that incorporates what the organization wants to achieve with a smart money management. Managers carefully create the budgets, make sure that the big goals match the responsible spending. By wisely dividing money and keeping a close eye on it, managers make sure that the organization stays financially secure. A good budget is not just a money guide, it also powers important plans, making sure the organization stays successful for a long time. Consider a non-profit organization dedicated to the environmental conservation. Budgeting in this context involves balancing ambitious conservation projects with a financial prudence. Managers allocate funds meticulously, prioritizing initiatives such as reforestation, wildlife preservation, and community outreach programs, and so on. By ensuring every dollar is invested wisely, the organization can pursue its mission effectively. A well-structured budget does not only safeguard the financial stability but also allows the organization to expand its initiatives, resulting in a lasting impact on the planet. Friends, effective budgeting involves a dynamic response to emerging environmental challenges. Managers must be adaptable and are ready to reallocate resources as the new conservation priorities arise or as unexpected threats to the environment emerge. Now, this flexibility ensures that the organization can address urgent issues promptly and stay relevant in the ever-evolving landscape of the environmental conservation. Budgeting, with all that goes with the budgeting in the form of planning to ensure the source of income, accounting and a control on the expenditures. Let us look into how this POSDCORB started and evolved. So, let us look into the origin of the POSDCORB history. Friends, Gillick and Orvik, they developed their ideas on the earlier 14 principles of the management by Fayol. In 1937, the prevalent belief was the separation of the politics and administration. So, Gillick asserted that it was impossible to separate the two. So, what are the strengths of the POSDCORB? So, if you look into the POSDCORB is generally a part of the classical management movement being categorized as an element of the scientific management. Gillick POSDCORB principles were instrumental in highlighting the concept of the span of control or limits on the number of individuals one manager could supervise, as well as the unity of command to the domains of the management and the public administration. What are the strengths of the POSDCORB? It includes division of work, authority and responsibility, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction and a subordination of the individual interest to the general interest, as well as remuneration to personnel, centralization, scalar chain, that is line of authority with a peer level communication, order, equity, stability of tenure of personnel, initiative, aspirant corps. Friends, Fayol's influence upon the Gillick is readily clear in the 5 elements of the management discussed here and in his book also. So, planning, as we have said, examining the future and drawing up a plan for which the areas of action are needed. Also, organizing, as we have seen, as building up the structure of the undertaking. If you talk about staffing, then it is also talking about making sure that your staff is managed well. If you talk about directing, then it is talking about how the things are directed. Coordinating, that is unifying the system and harmonizing the activities and efforts, and then command, that is keeping activity among the personnel. Also control, that is seeing that everything occurs in conformity with the policies and practices. Okay. Okay. So, now let us try to look into importance in the organization and the managerial view of the POSDCORB. So, Gulick takes a managerial view of administration, equating it with the executive, and he defines public administration as the science and art of the governmental system, operational services, particularly on the managerial side. These are the two parts of the administration, public and a private. So, these part of a single broad science despite differences in aims and emphasizes. So, groups of the men working toward the specified goals with the division of the labor arrive at the policy decision through planning, coordinate, direct and hold accountable, looks to maximize the result through incentives and best use of the men, material and time. Let us look into what are the main functions of an office manager. So, a manager is one who contributes to the organization's goals indirectly by directing the efforts of the others, not by performing the task himself. Office management is also the administrative handling, controlling and maintaining a balanced process of the work within the organization's office. So, office management is necessary to achieve the administrative goals. Positions distributed to the usual classification perform a combination of the different office management functions, which involves budget development and implementation, purchasing, bookkeeping, human resources, accounting, printing, record management, forms management, payroll, facilities management, space management, risk management, grants administration, affirmative action and equal employment opportunity, information technology and telecommunications, checking the management of the health and safety in the company's office, aiding senior managers in finding the health and safety needs in the departments, responsibility for the day-to-day running of the office, consulting with the senior managers to ensure that the staff in the division have a proper information technology equipment, managing a range of the budgets including the accommodation, health and safety of the company, plan, consult, manage the office moves for the division and other units within the department. Considering the diversity of the functions, someone who holds an office manager position is expected to possess many talents. Some of the competences which he is expected to have be the problem solving and the decision making abilities, integrity, assertively, flexibility, accuracy and the ability to cope with the pressure. Office administration is the task of overseeing the day-to-day operations of an office. So, the responsibility of the administration is also usually the responsibility of the office administrator or the manager. One of the essential tasks associated with the office administration is the management of the employees associated with the office, and typically office administration management supervising the office staff, making sure that each employee has resources necessary to competently conduct his or her assigned duties. So, administrators also function as a troubleshooters, providing the support and aid to the employees when unusual situations arise during the completion of the assigned task. It is not unusual for administrators to manage conducting periodic employee evaluation, recommending pay increases or providing employees with the remedial or cross training. So, use of POSDCORB by office managers is very important. Office manager also need to see that he is the head of the work system, and office manager, he has to manage, organize and control the clerical aspect of the organization, and so it includes the preparation, communication, coordination and storage of the data to support the production and the other important operations of the industrial establishment. So, often they also need to engage in the marketing and counseling, and their tasks are to check the work processes and evaluate the outcome also. The outcome of the work are intended for what can be termed as a final receiving system, such as client, customers and the other departments, right. So, that is very, very important in the office management system. So, on the basis of this discussion, we can say, friends, that POSDCORB is necessary not only for the office management, but also at each level of any organization. Now, let us try to summarize the session. Friends, the POSDCORB activities were neither the entire administration nor the most important part of it. The POSDCORB view overlooks the fact that different agencies are faced with different administrative problems, while the peculiar nature of the services that they are providing and the functions that they are performing are different. So, POSDCORB view examines for any organization only the common techniques of the administration and ignores the study of the subject matter with which the agency is concerned. We have seen that a major defect in the POSDCORB view does not have any reference to the formulation and implementation of the policy. We have tried to see that P for planning, O for organizing, S for staffing, D for directing, CO for coordinating, R for reporting and B for budgeting. So, POSDCORB as a whole leads to a very, very important fundamentals, and therefore, the scope of administration is defined very, very narrowly, but it is inward looking and too aware of the highest management and management skills. I hope you are clear with all the fundamentals of the POSDCORB and its evolution, its importance in the organization, and I hope you would be able to implement it in your organization. Thank you.